Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keegan and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a long overdue episode of the Supercoach Diaries. Before we get underway, just a bit of an update. So I haven't posted any video, much less a Supercoach video, in about 4 weeks, and I've been super busy with working full time. Been on every weekends past. I started AFL up in England again, so my weekends have been pretty full with that. I've also travelled to London and Romania, so I've been really super busy and I haven't had time to put an episode together, but I'm here. I've got some free time now in the next couple of weeks. All my sort of social sports that I play, all taking a break over the next couple of weeks, so I will have more time to put videos up, which is really, really good. So I've got more videos like this I can put up and you can have the joy of listening to. So as you can see, getting into the Supercoach, this week, round 9, I got 2,167 points, top 22%, so pretty poor. My total score is 19,600. I'm in the top 7%, and my season rank has actually dropped. Probably for the past 3 rounds, it's just dropped a little bit every single time, slowly sliding back, which is really, really disappointing. I don't really want to slide any further back than 14,000, because my goal, if you are aware, my goal this season is 15,000 or under, so 14,484 is getting close to a bit of a worry as far as dropping back any further, so I'm hoping this week is the week I can turn it around. Run 2 out of my 4 league games, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got 18 trades left. So, round 10 is the first round of the buys. So, if you are unaware, there are rounds of buys in the middle of the season. So, this week, the buy is actually Gold Coast, my team, and Port Adelaide. They both have the buy this round. So, that means that those two players from those two teams are going to score 0. But unlike other buy rounds, you still have to field 22 starting players. You can't field, like in other buy rounds, I think you get the top 18 scoring players. But in the first buy round where it's only the 2 teams, you have to have 22 scoring players. And I've got a few Gold Coast and Port players. I haven't got too many. I'm probably going to look to bring in a couple of decent Port players after the buy, because then after that they won't have another buy, so they won't be taken out of the team. So they will play all the way through to the end of the season. So I'll look into bring some Port players. I would love to bring in some Suns players, but I don't think anyone's playing that well for the Suns at the moment. So without any further ado, I'm actually going to show you my team. From when you probably last saw it, the last episode I did to now, the team's going to look drastically different. So I don't remember all the trades that I've done along the way. I haven't actually done any trades for this round at the moment. I might release a video later in the week of the trades I do. But at the moment, no trades have been made for the team this week. So I'm going to show you the team, how they scored, and where I'm thinking of who I might be letting go and who I might be thinking about bringing in. So here's my team, and it's looking pretty... Look, it looks okay. I'm not ecstatic with it, and what has let me down in recent weeks, and I'm going to come up to it later, is my captaincy selections. Let me go through my team. Starting from the back line, Laird has been really good. Sicily has had a couple of weeks off with suspension sort of broken up. So he's been I'm going to keep him because he has potential. He's still averaging over 100, so you can't really complain about that for a defender. Lloyd went massive this week with 173, which was great. I had a few really massive scores in my team, but none of them, unfortunately, in my captaincy. And if I picked the right captain, I've had such a better score. So I'm not too worried about the team. It's my captaincy choices which I feel are letting me down. McGovern had a really good week this week. It's probably his first really, really good week. He needs to get, I want him to get averaging over that 95. At the moment, he's averaging 89. If you can have a couple more weeks like this, then I'm going to be pretty happy with sticking with him. Murray with 56, he's probably someone I'm going to be looking to be trading on. At the moment, he has a break-even of 81, so he's definitely someone I'll probably look to be moving on. Lachlan Murphy with 51, he's probably got a bit more room to grow. Break-even of 6, he's probably around for another couple of weeks. On the bench, Norton was injured, so I can trade him at any time. Hopefully he doesn't play this week because his break-even is 100, so he's very unlikely to be getting that score. So if I trade him this week, I get full value from him. And Ed Richards got 57, and his break-even's 25, so he will probably be around for a bit longer. So overall, in that back line, Murray's one I'm probably looking to trade the most, and then Norton perhaps as well, depending on the injuries. Now, I've only got 2 trades, so I want to start, with only 18 trades left, I need to start putting in a best 22 team of the 22 best players in the league. So at the moment, looking at that back line, it's probably 4 players I could consider keeping there for the duration of the season. Murray and Murphy, definitely 2 that are probably going to be changed, hopefully, into some higher quality players. Looking into the midfield, we've got Fife. I had Fife as my captain, which was disappointing. Only got to 101. Not a complete, utter disaster, but still a disappointing score for your captain. Dangerfield with 114. Cripps with 152. We went huge. I really got to start thinking about putting Cripps as my captain a lot more. Mitchell recovered finally, 155. Big score for him. Dustin Martin with 103. His price has dropped dramatically. There's no point in selling him now because his value is just not there anymore. So he's going to be sitting there. Caniglio with 100 with 89. He got an average of 105. He could be someone I might want to look to move on. Kelly got 48. He's someone I'm probably definitely looking at moving on. 429. His value is pretty good. He's got a break even 120. His price is going to, if you see here, his break even is 120, and his scores are just going to. I need to sort of think about getting rid of him too and trading him down. Or trading him up. I might trade one of these players down and upgrade Kelly to another premium midfielder. And then that might be my midfield pretty much all sorted. Maybe except for Caniglio. Finlayson's another one. Break even is 79. So he's looking like he could probably be traded out coming up. If you look into the bench, Crouch is disappointing because I brought him in. He had 1 week and then he got injured. So I'm going to keep him because I've invested a trade in him, and he is a good player. So I'm hoping when he gets back from form or gets back from injury, he'll be looking at it for Adelaide. Caulfield's okay. He's a rookie. I think his break even's 40. I can probably keep him around for another week. And Barry's just sort of not playing, so he's just sort of sitting there. He's got the blue circle. The blue circle means that he's on bye. Port Adelaide and Gold Coast players are on buys this week. You can see there's a couple down here I'll talk about in a minute. For the ruck, Gawn is averaging an absolute monster. I'm going to have to start thinking about making him captain. He's got the highest average in my team at 131. And Steph Mung at 79. He's still averaging 101, not too bad. Forward line, Heaney's been an absolute revelation up forward. I'm happy I started with him and stuck with him, and he's been a really good player. Taranto's been up and down. He's had a few good weeks and a few bad weeks. Fritsch has been really, really good. I've been really happy to have him as a rookie. He's probably starting to break even still 19. Take that back. I thought his break even would be skyrocketing, but still it's 19. So he's got a couple of good scoring weeks left in him, which is good. Henry's was 56. His break even's 87. He's someone that I probably need to look to trade. As you can tell, I've got a lot of rookies that I probably do need to trade that I probably won't have enough time to trade. So there's some that are going to lose value. I have to sort of pick and choose which ones are going to lose the most value. Gillespie, 215. He's probably going to get a couple more weeks. And Spargo, break even at 20. He's probably going to get a couple more weeks as well, which is good to see. Looking at the bench, Robbie Gray, he was actually my vice captain this week. And that was why my captaincy score was so bad. So I put Robbie Gray on the vice captain thinking Port Adelaide are going to towel up Gold Coast. And it was actually a very competitive game. From a Gold Coast point of view, Gold Coast supporters point of view, I was very happy with that. From a Supercoach point of view, I was super disappointed that Robbie Gray got absolutely towelled up by Stephen May. But that's just the way it goes. And Jack Martin was a laid out because he got food poisoning over in China. Surprise, surprise. But overall, I haven't been too disappointed in him. His average is still pretty poor, but I think that coming into the end of the season now, Gold Coast have a lot of home games in the back end of the season. He should get a few more games at Metricon under his belt where he will start taking off, which is great to see. That's my team. There's a few trades I'm probably thinking of making. If you go down, the most traded in, the most traded out are usually a good way to look at it. I love Jack McRae. God, I would love Jack McRae, but he's so expensive. 727,000. There's a reason he's the most traded in player, is because, well, he's been an absolute star. So he's been huge, which has been great, and I wish I got on him earlier. But at the moment, I can't justify getting on him because he's way too expensive. I'm gonna wait for him to drop in price. He'll be probably my second last or last midfielder I bring in. Darling's another one that's interests me. I don't know who I'd trade down to Darling if I was to, because when I have a full field on, there's no buys, it would look something like this. And if I was to put Spargo on for Fridge, it would look something like that, which isn't too bad. And if you were to add Darling to that forward line would start looking pretty good. But I'm not sure about what I'm going to do there. So at the moment, I'd love to bring in McRae. So the first pick I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to do a pick on screen, because someone asked me a while ago if I could do a pick on screen, or pick my team on screen, my trade on screen. So, to show you one trade that I definitely know I'm going to do is, I definitely think Tim Kelly is going. I'm going to trade Tim Kelly out. So we're going to trade Tim Kelly, and I know who I'm going to get. I am going to get... I wish I could get McRae. Looks so good. Let's go highest price, because for some reason I go highest price and not lowest price. But we're going to go all the way down, and we are going to pick up Ed Phillips. 49, so not amazing, and there's not really any other midfield rookies that I really want to pick up. Ballard, Charlie, he's going to be a great player, but not at the moment. Warple, So there's not really anyone I really else want to pick, but Phillips, who has played 2 games, this game is going to go up in price. So I'm hoping that he can keep his spot. So he'd be one trade I'd make. With that trade, then I would have 317,000 to use. So if we complete that trade, here we go. So that trade is completed. So then my team would look something like this. And ignore my computer's really, I don't know, I've got to sort something out my computer. It's pretty old and pretty slow at the moment. So that would be one trade that I'd probably make. As far as a second trade goes, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it is bringing Jack Darling in, and I have 317,000, so I could probably trade one of my forwards that are probably not going to score very well, like maybe a Henry. Henry, what was Henry? 87. I could trade him. Murray's another one that I could possibly think about trading on as well. Maybe if I was to do something like this, if I was to do sub him. Well, basically what I was thinking I might doing is I might put Finlayson back, and I can try and get another midfield rookie, or I could have a look and see what the rookies are in the back line I like. But I'm not sure. I'm going to leave that one for the time being. I've definitely got the one trade of Kelly out, Phillips in. Got 317,000 to use. That's probably going to be used to upgrade one of my forward line into Jack Darling. I reckon that's the way to go. And then that forward line, when the buys are over, is going to look pretty special. Of course, I do need to worry about what the buys are coming up. I can't remember who has a buy when. So me bringing in a player that's going to be going on the buy straight away seems a bit silly. So if Darling was, for instance, to have the last buy, I'd probably consider bringing him in. Or if he was to have the next buy, then maybe I wait a week. But I'm not sure. Kelly to Ed Phillips seems like a pretty easy one to do off the bat. I'll have a think about my other one. Do let me know in the comments below what the last trade you think I should do is. And let me know how your team's going, because I haven't talked to you guys in a couple of weeks, so I wouldn't really want to hear how your team is heading on. So, without any further ado, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you do like this video, subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos on this channel. Definitely be back next week with another Supercoach episode. Remember, let me know the last trade. I've used one trade. Let me know the other trade you think I should do on this team, or if you think I should leave it, let me know. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you later.